Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much that you too much invested and following through our series on QuickBooks. And ever since we started, there are some of the questions that keep on coming through in our email asking on some of the specific transactions and how to handle them. So we also take our time to answer some of those. And today I'm answering these three, the most asked questions so far ever since we started our series on QuickBooks. One is how to record depreciation in QuickBooks Desktop. So we are having this example where maybe they have given you an opening balance of a fixed asset, which is buildings, with 30 millions assigned to it. Then accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation means the depreciation of the previous years. So we have two things. We have annual depreciation and then accumulated depreciation. So accumulated depreciation is the accumulation or the combination of all annual depreciations that happen each and every year. Then, of course, we also have an annual depreciation. Different companies have different policies on how they set this. If they say on cost, they mean on straight line method. Then number two, people are asking on how to set the sales tax. Like in Uganda, we have value added tax on sales. If you are into vertible products, supplies, you must pay VAT. Usually in Uganda, it is 18. It's 18%. Okay. Then number three, how to set the sales discount, or what we call discount allowed, that is to customers. So I'm going to show you how you can treat these specific transactions in your QuickBooks, and you will be good. You're on a journey to become an expert to do this. So I straight away start with how to record depreciation. So when you have, okay, go to my software. So I will enter this transaction for, is it buildings of 30 million. So I come here to my software. So as I'm opening a new account, remember, if you have watched our first video, this is how you enter, and our second video, this is how we enter the opening balance. So you go to account, new, fixed asset, because we know that buildings are fixed assets. You continue. Then the account name, I'm going to call it buildings. People, you pay attention to this. If you have a number and you want to enter, like they are showing you accumulated depreciation and annual depreciation, I advise you do not enter the opening balance from here. You simply create an account and call it maybe buildings account. This is how I'm naming it. So you save and close. Then I again go under this same account. I go to new. I go to fixed asset. I create what we call a sub account under that which we have simply created. So now I will call this buildings cost. I'm naming it like that. Then I take this, I tick it, I check this box, I call it sub account of the buildings account. This one, sub account of buildings account. Then I enter the other 30 million, the opening balance from here. So this will be 30, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 30 million. As of you put the opening date. So here, let me use 1st Jan 2026. So I say okay. I save and close. So you see, a sub account has been created. They have given it a figure of 30 million. And so this one is 30 million. So you don't stop there. I have to also create another account, sub account of accumulated depreciation for the building. So I also categorize it under fixed assets. So I continue. Then I call this accumulated depreciation for building. can say building like this. So also create it as a sub account, still of the main buildings account. So when you enter the opening balance for that, now this accumulated depreciation of 5 million is for the previous years. So we have to enter this figure right away. So it is 5 million, but it is a negative because depreciation is a negative thing. There's the loss of value of an asset, so you must put it in negative. So I put negative 5 million like this. So I put the date, the opening date. So I say okay. So if I save and close, you watch what happens. You see, they're showing us that we have accumulated depreciation of negative 5 million and a building cost of 30 million historically, but then the main buildings account has reduced to 25 million, which is the 30 minus the 5 million, giving us a net book value of 25 million. So what I've simply entered now is the opening balance of the building and also the accumulated depreciation. So they are telling us that annual depreciation, now that is the individual depreciation for that year, is 10% on cost. So 10% of 30 million is 3 million. So I must now enter the annual depreciation of 10 million. And annual depreciation is an expense account. So I will simply create an account here. Don't enter any figures, just create the account. Create an account. I categorize it under expenses. I continue. Then I call it maybe annual depreciation. So don't call it a sub account. Let it be a standalone account, which can be applied on any of the accounts, on any of the fixed assets. So you come here. I want to apply the 3 million on the buildings account. So you see the accumulated depreciation is 5 million. So if I add the 3 million, this should turn to 8. Then this buildings account should also reduce by 3 million. So you come here on this annual, on the accumulated depreciation of the building. So you double click there, something like this opens. You come on this drop down, you enter the account called annual depreciation, then you put the figure here. You put the figure, it's annual depreciation. So we move. You can put, if you have the reference number, you can put it there. I can say maybe it is 17. Okay. Then I come. I don't know why this is becoming inactive. Here, where you see decrease, you put 3 million. Okay. So you try to make a record. If I record, you see now it has become negative 8 million. So if I press the escape button, you realize that now our buildings account has gone to 22 million. Okay. Originally the cost is 30 million, then now the accumulated depreciation, the one of the previous, which was 5, plus the one for annual, which is 3, becomes 8, reducing the total buildings account to 22 million. Very important. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is how we enter depreciation. This one is now fully answered. Then, number 2, how to set the sales tax like VAT, which we are saying 18%. Very simple. You come here in edit, then you go to preferences, You see where we have sales tax? It's where you click sales tax, then you go to company preferences. There is a question, do you charge sales tax? So we have two options, yes or no. So you check yes. Then you come here, before you say okay, you come here and you add a sales tax item. So you click on sales tax item, this appears. So you check it as sales tax item, keep it like that. The tax name, you call it value added tax or VAT. You can decide to call it VAT like this. Okay. Then the rate in Uganda, it's 18% if you are into taxable supplies. The tax agency, they mean like URA. So you can add new and say maybe the vendor is URA, the service provider is URA. Then everything looks okay. So you press OK here. They show you that the thing is going to close because we have edited, then to open up with updated settings. So I say OK. It closes. When it takes long, you click on home. It's a machine, it's taking long. Okay, it has come. So let us test and see if we want to sell and charge tax. I'll simply, remember when you are selling, we'll create a receipt if it is on cash, or create an invoice if you're selling on credit. So let me assume I'm selling on cash. You come here on create receipt, pick any customer. Let us say we are selling them, put the right date. Let us say we are selling them maybe our cement, 6 bags. Okay. Then the rate is let's say we are selling at 30,000. So when I click anywhere here, they're going to show me, now you see our receipt, it is showing us how much the customer is going to pay. The customer is going to pay 180 for the item, but then it has auto computed the value added tax of 32400, which is 18% of the 180. So it adds on this subtotal, then it gives us a grand total of 212,400. So this is what the customer is going to pay for, including tax. So if I save and close, ladies and gentlemen, that is how we set the sales tax. Okay. Then lastly, we are on how to set the sales discount to customers. If you want to offer a discount to your customers, this is how you should treat that. And in accounting, we call it discount allowed. It's quite easy. So you watch through and see. You simply come here in the lists. Then you go to item lists. Let me maximize this. So these are the lists that we have. You come here on item. You put in a new item. Then we have all these different options. You pick discount. So when you click on discount, they're asking us the item name. I can call it discount, maybe discount allowed. Decide to name it like that. Then they usually give you a percentage. They say it's maybe like 5%. Okay, 5%. So I put a percentage there. Then also the account, very important. They are showing us where do you want to apply that discount. So I prefer that we apply it, of course, on the sales when you are selling. So everything looks okay. I say okay. I click on okay here. So you see the item has been created and it is a negative percentage, meaning that each time I apply it when I'm selling, then it should be able to reduce the amount I'm to receive from the customer. So let us test it by selling. Let me again create a sales receipt. So let me assume I'm selling to maybe Maltech Business School, and I'm selling them maybe Hima cement. So I'm going to sell, let's say, 10 bags, each bag at maybe 25,000. So you see, this is the tax. Tax has auto computed, but then I need to apply, the discount which I just created. So after putting the item which you want to sell, and then you want to apply a discount, you go in the next row here where I am, you use this drop down menu, you pick this item, discount allowed. So you see it has automatically computed itself, applying 12,500 plus from the 250,000. So that is it. If you have maybe another item, you can choose to sell so many items. Let me also sell like the beans. I sell the beans at maybe I sell 16 kilograms. Then still on the beans, if I want to apply the discount, I apply it from here. Say discount. It has also, so this is negative 2240 is 5% of the 44. So everything looks okay. You see, everything has auto computed itself. I save and close. So when I do that, I will have uh, answered all these three questions. So thank you so much. Keep that feedback coming through, and if you love what we are doing, kindly you subscribe to our channel, and also share this to those friends that you think they really need it. I thank you again. Meet you in the next video. God bless you.